Some years feel ordinary, like another circle on the calendar. But every once in a while, a year comes along that doesn't just pass through time, it cuts through it. That's what 2026 is. Not dramatic, not chaotic, but powerful in a way that sneaks up on you. At first, it feels like a shift in pace, a little more urgency, a sense that something needs to move. Then it starts showing up in your thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, the ones you've put off, the ones you've avoided, the ones you keep saying you'll figure out later. Here's what makes 2026 different: it doesn't wait. And it doesn't apologize for moving fast. It's a fire horse year, an energy that doesn't ask for permission. It simply turns up the light. Whatever's been hidden or ignored becomes clear. The pace of your life won't just feel faster, it will demand clarity, decision, and rhythm. For most people, that feels overwhelming. But for 6 zodiac signs, this is the perfect storm. Not because they're luckier, but because their energy lines up with the fire. When rhythm and readiness meet, things move fast. Now, let's be honest. Wealth doesn't fall from the sky. It doesn't show up because you crossed your fingers or repeated a mantra. It shows up when opportunity meets preparation, when mindset meets movement, and when you stop hesitating just long enough to say yes. In 2026, 6 zodiac signs will experience that exact moment. The shift won't always be loud. It might start with a quiet gut feeling, a call you finally return, a room you suddenly feel ready to clean out. But from that one small step, everything begins to realign. So if you've been waiting for a right time, you might already be late. The question isn't whether this year holds fortune. It's whether you're finally ready to step into it. Part 1, 2026 isn't about doing more, it's about moving in rhythm. Most people assume that the more you do, the more you get. More effort, more hours, more hustle. It's a mindset woven deep into modern life, especially in a culture that celebrates being busy as if it were a badge of honor. But what if 2026 isn't asking you to do more? What if it's asking you to move differently? To pause, tune in, and finally act in rhythm with something deeper than routine. This year doesn't reward force. It rewards flow. 2026 is a fire horse year. And that's not just symbolic, it's energetic. Fire ignites, accelerates, reveals. Horse energy pushes forward fast, bold, unapologetic. Together, they don't create chaos. They create clarity. But only if you stop fighting the current. Because that's the real danger this year, not that things will go wrong, but that you'll try to keep living like they haven't changed. And the truth is, the energy around you has already shifted. If you don't shift with it, exhaustion creeps in, not because you're lazy, but because you're out of sync. This year will move quickly. Plans that sat still for months will suddenly demand attention. Conversations you've avoided may surface in unexpected ways. Emotions long buried will rise, not to break you, but to be seen. And that alone can feel overwhelming. But it's not bad news. It's an invitation. Because here's the quiet truth about 2026. It's not coming to test you. It's coming to tune you. To tune your decisions, your space, your timing, so that everything you've been working toward can finally find alignment. And alignment always moves faster than effort alone. Think about it this way. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt heavy? Or stepped into a space so light and clean, your thoughts cleared without trying? That's not magic. That's resonance. And your environment is part of it. In 2026, clutter isn't just inconvenient, it's costly. It slows your brain. It fogs your priorities. It pulls you out of rhythm with the pace of the year. A dark, crowded room isn't just a design issue, it becomes a decision issue. You can't see clearly when your space is clouded. And when you can't see clearly, you hesitate. And this is not a year for hesitation. The most powerful people in 2026 won't be the loudest. They'll be the ones who are clear. Clear in their homes, clear in their money, clear in their time, and especially clear in how they respond to the world around them. The ones who thrive this year won't try to control the speed. They'll control their response to it. They'll choose what to release. They'll let go of what drains them. They'll simplify, not because it looks good on Instagram, but because it frees their mental space to think, choose, and act without clutter. This year brings no room for pretending. Not in relationships, not in careers, not in the way we treat our bodies or use our space. The fire energy will bring everything to the surface. And that can feel uncomfortable until you realize it's a gift. Because clarity, even when uncomfortable, always sets you free. You won't have to wonder what's right. You'll just see it. You'll feel it. And for those who are willing to listen, the decisions that once felt paralyzing will become obvious. But here's the key: the universe can bring momentum, but you still have to steer. A wave can carry you, but only if you're willing to move with it, not against it. In 2026, you'll see people burn out not because the year is harsh, but because they insist on pushing upstream. Don't be one of them. Don't try to force timing. Don't chase what's no longer meant for you. Let the year show you where ease exists. Let it show you what's ready to grow, if only you stop overwatering what's already withered. Rhythm matters more than speed. This year, the difference between too much and just enough won't be dramatic, it'll be subtle. And that's why tuning in matters. Because if you're waiting for life to shout the answer, you'll miss the quiet knock. It might show up as the urge to rearrange a room, or the discomfort in a once-loved routine, or the unexpected peace when you let go of a goal that no longer fits. These aren't distractions. These are signals. And if you learn to read them, you'll realize everything is already moving. You just need to match the rhythm. So ask yourself, where are you out of step? What habits, spaces, or beliefs no longer fit who you're becoming? You don't need to burn everything down. You just need to adjust one thing, honestly. That's the start. And once you do, you'll feel it. The current pulling you forward, not fast, not frantic, but fully aligned. Because 2026 doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to presence. And the more present you become in your space, your priorities, your pace, the more the year begins to move with you. You won't have to force success. You'll be too aligned to miss it. Part 2: 6 Zodiac signs aligned with the fire, and why wealth flows their way. 1. Monkey prosperity comes through people, not plans. Some signs make their breakthroughs through strategy, others through timing. But for those born under the sign of the monkey, 2026 doesn't reward perfect planning, it rewards presence. And not the loud kind. The quiet kind. The kind that shows up when you're not rushing, not forcing, not trying to predict every outcome. The kind of presence that allows something unexpected to reach you, like an old contact you never thought you'd hear from again, a small event you almost skipped, a message that doesn't look like much until it's exactly what you needed. For monkeys, 2026 is not about chasing results. It's about recognizing opportunity, especially when it comes dressed in ordinary clothes. You might feel it before anything even happens. A sense of restlessness, a strange impatience with things that used to be fine. It's not that your life is falling apart, it's that your energy is stirring. Something in you is waking up. And that's stirring. That's the fire of the year knocking on your door. The fire horse doesn't bring blessings like wrapped gifts. It brings friction, movement, a push. And you're one of the signs that knows how to move when the energy shifts. But only if you're not stuck in hesitation. Only if you stop waiting for everything to be clear before you take the first step. Because this year, clarity doesn't come before action, it comes through action. For monkeys, the big doors open when you do something small without overthinking it. A reply, a handshake, a follow-up email. These are not side notes. These are the spark points. And that's why your biggest financial breakthroughs in 2026 won't come from the biggest ideas. They'll come from the moments that look minor but feel aligned. The collaboration that felt casual. The invitation you almost ignored. The person you didn't expect to play a role in your growth but somehow did. These aren't accidents. They're intersections. And you'll only meet them if you're moving not fast, but aware. This is the year to trust your inner pulse more than your perfect plan. You've always been adaptable. But in 2026, your adaptability isn't just a strength, it's a currency. It allows you to pivot gracefully, to say yes before you've overanalyzed the why, to lean in without needing a guarantee. And when you do that, momentum finds you. Not because you forced it, but because you let yourself be part of the flow. This isn't about being reckless. It's about being responsive. And when you're responsive, life starts responding to you in kind. But there's a shadow to watch for doubt. Not the kind that stops you cold, but the kind that whispers, maybe I'm not ready, or this probably won't work for me, or they'd probably choose someone better. Those thoughts may sound rational, even self-protective, but this year, they're just static. No. If you listen to them, you'll miss the moment. Because the truth is, 2026 doesn't ask you to be perfect. It just asks you to be present enough to notice when the energy says, go. So how do you support this shift in a practical way? Start with your entryway, the literal space where energy comes in. Your shoe area, your front door, the first thing you see when you step inside your home. Is it cluttered? Dim? Holding things you haven't worn or touched in months? That's not just mess. That's stuck movement. And for a sign that's meant to move this year, that's a problem. Clear it. Light it. Make it breathable. Replace what's tired. Keep only what fits the life you're choosing now. And if you want to anchor the shift even more, add a small item that carries intention, a rose quartz stone for attraction, a simple wind chime for flow. Not superstition symbol. A quiet, daily reminder you're open, you're ready, you're awake. You can even take it one step further inside your wallet. Carry a small note with 3 words flow. Harmony. Connection. Read it when you hesitate. Look at it when you're about to say no out of fear. Let it remind you that this is a year of movement through people. Through trust. Through showing up, even when you're unsure how it will play out. Because here's the truth, monkey, your 2026 isn't waiting at the finish line. It's hidden in your next conversation. Your next yes. Your next unexpected moment of courage. This isn't the year for over-preparing. It's the year for stepping in. And the wealth you seek, it won't show up in thunder. It'll arrive in something soft, quiet, but unmistakably right. 2. Rat steady wins, always has. You've never needed noise to prove your value. You've never been the one chasing trends or jumping from plan to plan just to keep up. If you were born under the sign of the rat, chances are your success has never come from sudden luck, it's come from consistency. From steady effort, thoughtful decisions, and knowing when to say no. And in a year like 2026, that quiet wisdom becomes your biggest advantage. This year moves fast. For many people, it will feel like being pulled into a current they weren't ready for. But not for you. Because you've already been moving. Maybe not loudly, but intentionally. And the things you've been building over the past few years, habits, relationships, long-term plans, they're about to start bearing real fruit. Not in a flashy way, but in a way that feels solid, calm, and undeniably real. That's the quiet beauty of 2026 for you. You don't need to change everything. You don't need a reinvention. What you need is to tighten the thread, to make small, smart adjustments to what's already working. That means trimming excess, cleaning up distractions, choosing quality over volume. Your energy is best spent refining, not reinventing. And when it comes to money, that's even more true. This isn't the year to chase big risks or start from scratch. It's the year to look closely at what already brings returns, then double down on that. Cut out what's draining your time and finances. Let go of the comparison game. The most powerful financial shift you can make this year is emotional, from needing more to knowing what's enough. That shift alone can stop the cycle of overworking, overspending, and overlooking what actually matters. Because the real wealth in 2026 isn't about numbers. It's about clarity. The clearer you are about your income, your expenses, your priorities, the easier it is to hold what you earn. Money doesn't leak when your life is aligned. It stays because there's nowhere better to go. You don't need strict budgets or cold discipline, you just need fewer open tabs in your financial life. Fewer payments on things you don't use, fewer subscriptions you forgot about, fewer maybe someday expenses. Simplify, not because you're afraid, but because you're wise enough to know what lasts. And that wisdom, it's also your edge in relationships. Long-standing partnerships, both personal and professional, will matter more than ever. In 2026, trust is a currency, and you've earned it. Lean into the connections that have stood the test of time. Work with people who think long-term, not fast gain. Choose collaborators who move like you do, thoughtful, consistent, and steady. But don't confuse steady with stuck. There's a difference. You're not staying still, you're choosing depth over width. This year rewards those who stay with what's real and work it better. You're not missing out by saying no to shiny distractions. You're making room for something far more important: peace of mind. And if you're wondering where to begin, start at home, specifically in your kitchen. It's more than a place to cook. In Feng Shui, it's the heart of nourishment, both literal and energetic. This year, it represents the rhythm of prosperity in your life. Keep it clean, warm, and well lit. Replace anything that's worn out: towels, mats, spice jars. These may seem small, but they reflect how you treat what sustains you. And when you treat your home like it matters, your money follows suit. You might also place a small jar of Himalayan pink salt or a grounded ceramic container in the kitchen. Not as a magical fix, but as a symbol of stability. Something that says, I care for what I have. I protect what matters. That kind of quiet reverence changes the way you spend, save, and live. It's not about cutting back, it's about choosing with intention. Because 2026 isn't calling for more ambition. It's calling for better alignment. And rats, you're already halfway there. You've done the groundwork. This is your time to lock in the gains, not chase something new. When you honor what you've built and stop chasing what doesn't align, your energy consolidates. And when your energy consolidates, so does your wealth. So don't rush. Don't compare. Don't get pulled into the urgency of others. Your timing is different, and your strength is in the patience that most people don't have. You'll move slower this year, but with more certainty. While others may burn bright and fade fast, you'll still be standing, still growing, still holding on to what matters. That's not boring. That's brilliant. That's power. And in 2026, steady doesn't just win the race. It builds a life you don't have to run away from. 3. Rooster, doing less isn't lazy. It's wise. Somewhere along the way, you may have picked up the idea that if you're not constantly doing more, you're somehow falling behind. That if your calendar isn't full, your worth is in question. If your pace slows down, something must be wrong. But in 2026, that idea falls apart for good. Because if you were born under the sign of the rooster, this year isn't asking you to push harder. It's asking you to pull back, to do less. Not because you're tired, but because you're finally wise enough to realize that less done well is more powerful than more done mindlessly. This year brings a kind of clarity you haven't felt in a long time. Not dramatic, not loud, but unmistakable. It shows up when you sit in silence and realize that certain routines no longer serve you. That some people drain your energy without giving anything back. That you're spending time, money, and attention on things that don't move the needle in your life. And suddenly, the question hits, what if I don't have to do all of this? That question isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And for roosters, who often pride themselves on responsibility, organization, and holding everything together, it can feel unsettling to even ask it. But this year, that's your breakthrough. Letting go of roles you've outgrown. Stepping back from tasks you've carried out of habit, not alignment. Releasing pressure to be everything so you can finally focus on what truly matters. Because here's the truth, your value isn't in your output. It's in your clarity. And clarity comes when you're brave enough to stop performing for everyone else and start living for yourself. In 2026, the roosters who thrive won't be the ones with the longest to-do lists. They'll be the ones who cut through the noise and say, I'll do what's needed and no more. That doesn't mean you lose momentum. It means your energy gets sharper, more precise. You spend less time cleaning up mistakes because you're not rushing. You make stronger financial choices because you're not reacting, you're choosing. You say no without guilt and yes with full presence. And when you operate that way, your money grows not because you're chasing it, but because your decisions are finally rooted in peace, not pressure. Financially, this is the year to reorganize, not expand. You don't need to add anything new, you need to make the existing systems in your life breathe better. Consolidate your efforts. Focus on the sources of income or investment that align with your actual lifestyle, not the one you feel pressured to maintain. Let go of side projects or draining tasks that no longer have meaning. If a financial strategy feels like it's costing more energy than it's returning, it probably is. And when it comes to your home, pay special attention to your personal storage spaces, closets, drawers, the places you stash things you never use but never quite throw out. These places are mirrors, not of clutter, but of decision fatigue, of just-in-case mindsets, of energy trapped in old versions of who you used to be. This year, open them up, clear them out. Keep only what you actively use or deeply value, not because minimalism is trendy, but because excess silently distracts. And in a year where your clarity is your currency, you can't afford distractions. If it feels hard to let go of things, ask yourself, who am I holding this for? An old version of myself, someone else's expectations, a story I no longer believe in. When you release the physical weight, you often find that emotional weight leaves with it. And in its place, space opens. Not just in your closet, but in your head, your finances, your days. You don't need to explain this shift to anyone. It will be felt in the way you walk, the way you work, the way you stop chasing and start choosing. You'll begin to notice you're no longer tired all the time. Not because life got easier, but because you're no longer draining yourself to prove something. You'll find energy again, not by speeding up, but by simplifying. And in that simplicity, wealth finds a home. Because when your life isn't chaotic, you make better choices. When your mind is uncluttered, opportunities feel clearer. And when you stop running, you realize you were never behind. You were just overwhelmed. So Rooster, in 2026, stop asking, what more can I do? Start asking, what can I do better with less? Let that be your rhythm. Let that be your power. Because doing less isn't lazy. It's how you finally win on your own terms. 4. Dragon, one honest decision will change everything. From the outside, it might look like nothing's changed. You're still showing up, still doing your work, still carrying the responsibilities people count on you for. But deep down, something's moving. Quietly, unmistakably. If you were born under the sign of the dragon, 2026 isn't about a breakthrough. Everyone sees it's about a turning point only you feel. A shift that doesn't start in your circumstances, but in your conviction. And it all begins with one honest decision. You've carried a lot these past few years. Expectations, roles, patterns that made sense once but feel heavier now. Maybe you've told yourself, this is just how life works, or I can't change things right now. But that's the very voice this year challenges. Not to shame you, but to awaken you. Because in 2026, clarity doesn't knock. It simply arrives. And when it does, the question becomes, what are you still holding that no longer holds you? This is not a year for surface-level change. It's not about trying something new just to feel busy or alive. It's about choosing differently from the inside out. Letting go of what no longer aligns, not because it's broken, but because it no longer reflects who you are. It might be a job that looks stable, but leaves you drained. A relationship that still works on paper, but silences your truth. A dream that once drove you, but no longer fits your values. You don't need to burn your life down. You just need to stop pretending you're okay with things you're not okay with. For dragons, this is a year of honest power. Not loud, not dramatic, but deeply felt. When you stop forcing what no longer fits, you reclaim the energy to build something that does. And when that energy returns, your finances begin to shift because money flows where truth lives. You might find yourself turning down something that once excited you, only to find something more aligned waiting right behind it. That's not luck. That's what happens when life stops being managed and starts being chosen. You don't need to explain your decisions to anyone. In fact, most people won't even see the full depth of your change. They'll think you're still doing the same things. But you'll know you've stopped doing them from obligation. You've started doing them with intention. And that changes everything. The way you spend, the way you invest, the way you show up in rooms, in relationships, in your own skin. You're not here to prove anything. You're here to live in a way that makes sense to your soul. And this inner shift, it needs space to move. Start with the transitional spaces in your home hallways, entryways, spots that connect one room to another. These are not just in-between places. They are symbols of movement, of decisions, of direction. If they're dark, cluttered, or heavy, they stall your ability to step forward. Lighten them. Let air move through. Place something intentional, a small plant with upward leaves, a clean surface, a quiet reminder that you are always allowed to begin again. If you walk past these areas every day without noticing them, they become part of the emotional fog. But if you care for them, they become anchors. They remind you your next chapter isn't about changing everything. It's about changing one thing truthfully and letting that one choice ripple through the rest of your life. This year is not for perfection. It's for alignment. And dragons, your strength has never been about doing more. It's about doing what matters with unwavering clarity. So if you've been waiting for the right time to course correct, this is it. Not with force, but with truth. And the truth is, when you choose from alignment, what's meant for you comes faster than you thought possible. So pause and ask, if I weren't afraid of disappointing anyone, what would I choose today? That question alone might be the doorway to your financial breakthrough, your emotional peace, your next great opportunity. Not because it changes everything overnight, but because it changes you. And when you change, everything around you begins to respond. So dragon, don't underestimate the quiet decision, the soft no, the sudden yes, the boundary that doesn't need to be explained. You don't need to shout your shift, you just need to stand in it. Because one honest decision doesn't just move the year forward. It moves your whole life into a place that finally feels like yours. 5. Pig. It starts when you say that's enough. If you were born under the sign of the pig, you've likely been the quiet giver in many rooms, the one who keeps the peace, the one who steps back to avoid conflict, the one who lets things go, not because they don't matter, but because you've been taught that being easygoing is a strength. And in many ways, it is. But in 2026, that strength takes a new shape. Because this year isn't about how much you can carry. It's about how much you're finally willing to put down. And it starts the moment you say, that's enough. You may not have realized how much you've given away, not just in money, but in time, attention, emotional labor. Maybe you've lent more than you could afford, stayed longer in situations that no longer fit, agreed to things you didn't really want to do just to avoid the weight of someone else's disappointment. And maybe, somewhere along the way, you forgot that your needs matter too. That saying no isn't unkind. It's how you protect the parts of you that keep getting depleted. This year brings you back to that truth, not through conflict, but through clarity. You'll begin to see patterns for what they are. The people who only reach out when they want something. The financial drains disguised as generosity. The relationships where you're always the one adjusting. And you'll start to ask a different question, not can I handle this, but should I still be carrying it? That shift is everything. Because your wealth in 2026 doesn't begin with a windfall. It begins with boundaries. When you stop saying yes to things that quietly rob your energy, your finances naturally stabilize. You no longer feel pulled in every direction. You no longer confuse overgiving with love. You no longer think peace is found in silence, it's found in truth. And your truth is this: you are allowed to keep what you earn. To rest when you're tired. To give without guilt and also with discernment. You don't owe your softness to people who misuse it. You don't have to keep explaining yourself to those who never listen. You don't have to stay small to keep others comfortable. So how do you support this shift tangibly? Start with your mirrors. The ones you see every day: bedroom, bathroom, hallway. In Feng Shui, mirrors represent how you see yourself. And if yours are dirty, cracked, or hidden in shadows, you're not seeing yourself clearly. You're seeing a blurred version, a worn-out reflection of someone who's been too tired for too long. Clean them. Replace them if needed. Place them where light can touch them. Let them remind you that you are still here and you are still worthy. Every morning, look yourself in the eye and say something you may not have said in years: I respect myself. It doesn't have to feel natural yet, but say it anyway. Over time, it becomes a truth you start living from. And when you live from that truth, everything changes. Your financial choices become sharper. You stop spending to escape discomfort. You stop giving from a place of guilt. You start investing in what nourishes you, not drains you. You'll begin to notice how many expenses came from trying to prove something, and how peace grows the moment you stop trying to prove anything at all. In relationships, you'll feel a quiet shift too. The people who truly see you will adjust. They'll stay. The ones who were only comfortable when you were overextending will fade, and that's okay. You're not losing love. You're creating space for the right kind of love to stay. Because in 2026, your power doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from pulling back thoughtfully, lovingly, firmly. And in that space, your energy returns. Your focus sharpens. Your self-worth rises. And your finances follow, not in a sudden spike, but in a steady return to balance. So Pig, this is your year to draw a line, not out of anger, but out of wisdom. To choose when to speak up, when to walk away, when to let go of things that have asked too much for too long. You don't need a dramatic ending, just one honest sentence: this isn't mine to carry anymore. And with that, a quiet kind of wealth begins to flow. Not just in your bank account, but in your heart, your mind, your everyday life. Because when you stop pouring everything out, you finally learn what it means to be full. 6. Horse, you don't need more. You just need to see what you already have. If you were born under the sign of the horse, 2026 isn't a sprint, it's a shift. You've spent enough years chasing, enough time proving, enough effort running toward more. But this year doesn't ask you to go further. It asks you to go deeper. To stop scanning the horizon for what's next and start seeing what's already within reach. Because your wealth in 2026 doesn't lie in something new. It lies in something overlooked. This year isn't loud for you. It's not about dramatic change or fast wins. In fact, your breakthrough won't look like one at all. It'll feel like stillness. Like cleaning up one drawer that's been chaotic for years. Like saying no to an offer that feels vague. Like walking away from a plan that made sense once but no longer fits. And in that moment, something clicks. You start to see that you're not behind. You've just been pouring energy into the wrong direction. Because horses carry an incredible energy in 2026, not one of chaos, but of cutting through. This is the year you remove what's cluttered. You streamline what's working. You eliminate the noise that used to pull you off course. You stop staying busy just to feel productive, and you begin to move with purpose, not momentum. You'll notice this shift in your finances too. Not because money suddenly pours in, but because it finally stops leaking out. You're no longer spending to soothe something unspoken. You're no longer investing in people or projects out of obligation. You're choosing with sharpness, simplicity, and a little more silence than before. That silence, that's not emptiness. That's focus. In 2026, your wealth doesn't rise because you worked harder. It rises because you stopped wasting. You took the energy you once scattered and you brought it home. You saw the skill you stopped using, the connection you forgot about, the tool you already had. You realized you don't need more. You just need to use what you already have better. And to support that energy, start with the windows in your home. The places where light enters. Where you look out. Where vision is shaped. Are they clear, or covered in heavy curtains, dusty blinds, distractions you've stopped noticing? Clean them. Let them breathe. Place a small item nearby: a green plant, a crystal, a glass bowl. Something reflective. Something that reminds you, I see clearly now. Because that's what this year gives you: vision. Not for the world, but for your own life. When your surroundings feel light, your thinking becomes sharp. And when your thinking is sharp, your choices become powerful. Not reactive, not impulsive, but intentional, exact, aligned. And here's the thing: no one else needs to understand your pace this year. Let them rush. Let them chase. You move differently now. Quiet, steady, strategic. You're not wasting your time explaining your decisions. You're living them. And because of that, opportunities begin to arrive, not dramatically, but precisely. The right offer. The right conversation. The right moment that opens something new, not because you ran toward it, but because you were clear enough to notice it. This is the year you stop defaulting to yes. You choose. This is the year you stop managing chaos. You clear it. This is the year you stop outsourcing your clarity and start trusting your own. And when you do, your finances follow. Not in peaks and crashes, but in steady rhythm. Just like you. So horse, in 2026, stop reaching. Start refining. Revisit the strengths you once set aside. Use them again with more maturity, with less noise, with deeper confidence. You don't need to be faster than anyone. You just need to be fully present with yourself. And when you are, wealth has nowhere else to go but toward you. Final. So maybe now, it's clearer 2026 isn't handing out luck, it's handing out mirrors. For some, those mirrors reveal what's missing. For others, they reflect something powerful that's always been there, just waiting to be seen. And for each of the 6 signs we explored, the message is different, but the invitation is the same: come home to your rhythm. Reclaim your clarity. Choose with more truth than you ever have before. Because wealth, in its truest form, doesn't begin with money. It begins with energy. It begins when you stop moving for the sake of movement and start aligning every choice with the life you actually want. For monkeys, that means saying yes to unexpected doors. For rats, it's staying steady while the world spins faster. For roosters, it's doing less so you can do it better. For dragons, it's choosing truth even when it means walking away. For pigs, it's drawing a boundary and calling it respect. And for horses, it's looking around and realizing you already have what it takes. This isn't just about Feng Shui or Zodiac or prediction. This is about permission. Permission to slow down, to get clear, to protect your space, to be honest, to build a kind of wealth that doesn't just change your bank account, but softens your days, sharpens your mind, and steadies your heart. And if you've made it this far, thank you. Not just for watching, but for staying open, for letting this message reach you in whatever way you needed today. Whether you saw yourself in one sign or many, whether you feel ready or still unsure, know this: you're not late. You're not behind, you're just arriving at a point where your life is asking for something deeper. And you're listening now. May this year bring you more than what you want. May it bring you what you need, what strengthens you, what softens you, and what calls you forward, not louder, but truer. You don't need to do everything. You just need to do what aligns. And when you do, real fortune will feel less like a chase and more like a return. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay clear, stay present, stay ready.